Okay. So let's work on some enemy abilities. Turn this brightness up a little bit. There we go. So here we have our Demikim enemy. We have two abilities. One is a throwing ability and one is a lunging ability. I want to create... Oh wait, no, we have running, attack, throwing. I need to create the lunging right now. Hello, Crasher. What is this game? This is just a game I've been working on. I can show you, I can play it. It's kind of like a spooky kind of RPG puzzle solving kind of game, but you've got like character abilities. So like one ability is like this dash ability. I also have like a little firefly ability. And I'm adding more. Right now I want to work on these enemies over here. I want to make like a lunging ability, so they lunge at the player. So that's what I'm working on right now. What will you be able to play it on? I'm probably going to put it on Steam. And hopefully I'll be done with it in, I'd say, a couple months maybe. Have a good one, Crasher. Thanks for popping in. Okay, so we have the lunging state already made. We've got an out of combat compound state and combat compound state. Throwing, lunging. So lunging, I'm pretty sure I already have an animation for lunging. Let's see. Lunge. Let's see what this looks like. Lunge, lunge, lunge. Okay, so it's like that. Okay, so on out of combat state, if player in area and is on floor, we go to in combat mode. And player in area is activated when the player enters the area, obviously. Okay. So if player is in area and is on floor, state chart to send event in combat. Once we go to in combat, we would determine the next attack. So random attack. If attack option equals 2, throwing. Else if attack option equals 1, we will do the lunge. And then 0 is the running. So elif attack option equals 1, we'll do the running attack. Else state chart dot send event lunge. Lunging. Is that how you spell lunging? Or is there an E? No. No E. Okay, so in combat idle, I need to add a transition to lunging. To lunging. This, of course, is going to our lunging state on event lunging. All right. Lunging is going to go back to combat idle. So let's add that really quick. To combat idle. To combat idle on event combat idle. Alright, save that. Alright, so we're going to lunging state. Now what do I want to happen in lunging state? Combat idle state, physics processing. Not that, running attack state. Throwing state. Alright, so we'll put combat idle state, or not, we'll put lunging state here. Lunging state. On lunging state entered. On lunging state entered. Right here. We will set the current anim to lunge. Yes, we'll have to have a current anim for lunge. Let's add that. or a new enum for lunge. I don't know why I said current enum. Lunge. And let's make a var lunge val. On lunging state physics processing. We want current anim to be equal to lunge. Let's add lunge to our animation tree. Lunge is not looping, so I will need a restart as well. So here's our animation, lunge, anim. We'll do a time seek to be able to restart it. Lunge, restart. We need a blend to blend it all together. Lunge, blend. Okay, hook it all up. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, all that is hooked up. Let's go back to the code. So we need animation tree. We need to put our lunge blend in there. Blend amount equals lunge val. There we go. And then we need to add it to our blend animations as well. Lunge. We need all of these to be 0. Copy that. Paste it there. And now we're going to have a lunge val equals lerp f. Lunge val to 1 blend speed times delta. And add this to everything, but 0. Copy. Paste. Copy. All right. Lunge val is hooked up. So now we have the option to lunge. The animation should work properly. I just need to figure out when we're going back. So like, for example, this throwing state, we restart the throw animation when it's entered. So I'll have to do that as well. Restart lunge animation. Animation tree, lunge restart, seek request. Start that back at 0 so that the animation restarts every time we enter lunging state, or every time the enemy enters a lunging state, it'll restart the animation. How long is this throwing timer? Is it 2 seconds? Is that because the animation of throw is 2 seconds? Throw. It is 2 seconds. What about running attack? I just made that one up. So our lunge animation is 0.6667 seconds. But I feel like I need to make it a little bit longer than that. Maybe like 1 second. Trying to remember why I actually created a node for this timer rather than just creating a timer through code. Is there a reason why? So I could just create a timer through code. You know, I could just do restart the animation and then await get tree dot create timer 1 second dot timeout, and then state chart dot send event combat idle. You know, I could just create the timer through code. I wonder why up here I actually created the node. I guess we can mess around with it, see if this works. Alright, let's see if we get some lunge attacks now when we play this. See if that worked. Okay. So I saw the animation. Now we need to actually spring the the enemy forward. Wow, what are the odds of 3 times in a row? Okay, come on, show me the lunge again. There's a 30% chance that it's going to do a lunge. Oh my gosh. Do the damn lunge. There we go, lunge. There's only 1 second. Okay. Let's add some velocity to the enemy, see how it looks. Spring the enemy towards the player when he lunges. So, first we need to face the player. Determine next attack. How long is this timer? 2 seconds. Let's make this like 1 second maybe. And again, why did I actually create a node for this? Why didn't I just create the timer directly in the code? Because I'm not starting this timer anywhere else. I guess it's kind of, I guess it helps avoid bugs if I actually create a timer node. And maybe it's more professional. But if I change... Well, I don't think I'll ever change that. Well, I might change that. Is it helping me avoid bugs at all? Determine next attack. Yeah, I think I can just get rid of this timer and put it through code. I might look at that later. Hey, what's up, Dottie? Good to see you again, Dottie. I've been doing good. How are you? The game's coming along. I feel like it's been a while since you've seen it. I've added a couple abilities to the player. So I added this Firefly ability. So it'll light up some dark areas. A little ball of fireflies that will follow the player around. And I added a dash ability to help you move forward really quickly and dodge away from enemies and whatnot. Pretty cool. Right now I'm working on enemy abilities. Yeah, last time was when I built the Dottie statue, that's right. So I'm doing a lunging ability right now, trying to get the enemy to lunge towards the player. So the animation is working, I just need to actually spring the enemy towards the player. Jump, where's the jump state? Player. Where's our jump state? Okay, I do have that happen once in there. So on lunging state entered, I want to restart the animation, and then I want to velocity equals, or like a velocity dot x equals like a direction equals direction times what did I do for the player? We're jumping. Oh, just a jump velocity. What was the jump velocity? 12. And then we moved in slide. Why don't I have move and slide in our jumping state? That's weird. Oh, is it because I have it in move player function? Yeah, okay, that's why. We'll do direction times, I guess 6 for now. And velocity dot z equals direction times 6, and our direction needs to be towards the player. So that is what's going to be difficult tonight, figuring out this direction. Although I might have already created it up here when the enemy is like tracking the player. Look at? Yeah, maybe the look at function. Yeah, so right now the enemy is playing the lunging animation, so I set up the animation fine, but I need to get it to actually spring towards the player, right? It needs to lunge at the player, not just play the animation. So in its running state up here, I actually have it finding the position of the player. Target position equals global.player node.global position. We set target position to that. If target position minus global position dot length is greater than 1, var destination equals navigation agent 3d dot get next path position. Local destination is destination minus global position. Direction equals local destination dot normalized. So I want the direction to be the global.playerNode.global position minus global position. I could try that. Dot normalized. Length, yep, length. Yeah, length, because length would allow for negatives, or length would account for negatives. Yeah, position minus new position is direction. And length. So var direction equals global dot player node dot global position minus what, just like its global position maybe? All of this normalized. Dot normalized. And length, it knows your distance and where, so then if you were to dodge at the right time, you could. And then velocity.x equals direction times, we'll do 6 for now. Test it with 6. We also need to add some gravity. And yeah. I'll move and slide here. There's a setting where those gold ones will be ignored. Forget where it is, but you can ignore unused delta. Oh, yeah, right, yeah. Right, yeah, the underscore delta and event, yeah, that's kind of annoying. Yeah. Is there a setting to change that off? I'll probably look into that. A setting to change off the underscore delta. Should I pull up the settings? I feel it'd be quicker if I just look it up. I'm probably just gonna look it up instead of trying to find it. Warnings. Warnings. This is animation warnings. Config. Run. General window. Debug. Oh, I could treat warning as error. Interesting. GDScript enable warnings. GDScript enable unused variable, unused local constant, unused parameter. Is there like an unused delta? The unused variable? Or the unused parameter? Unused parameter probably. I don't want to turn off unused parameter in case I create my own parameters. Is there one for just delta? Yeah, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me that much. I like it warning me about everything, I guess. And I've wondered if I do the underscore delta and then I go back to the function and I actually use delta, will it not work with delta? Like if I do underscore delta and then I actually use delta in the function, like I go back and use function, it will yell at me if I use it. I guess we could try. Like, will it give me a warning right now if I underscore delta and then I do like velocity equals 6 times delta? Yeah, it gives me an error. Yeah, it's not declared. Okay, so it will show me that, so I could underscore it, yeah. That's good. Alright, so let's see if this direction worked. So I got global.playerNode.globalPosition minus globalPosition.normalized. And we have velocity.x, velocity.z, direction times 6. Oh. Okay, that's a throw. Do a lunge. Another throw. Come on, do a lunge. Oh, okay. Oh, direction.x. Direction.y. Let's try it again. Okay, let's see a lunge. There's a throw. Okay, they don't want a lunge for some reason. Come on, do a lunge. Okay. That wasn't quite right. But they did move. I put Y? Oh, I did put Y. Okay, let's try with Z. See if that makes it better. Good catch, Dottie. Okay, it did kind of lunge towards the player. Was the direction right? Yeah, okay, looks like the direction is right. Our direction worked. Let's keep testing it a few more times. Yeah, it's lunging straight towards the player. Come on, let's do a lunge, guys. There's a 30% chance I'll do a lunge. Shouldn't be that uncommon. Oh my goodness, they do not want to lunge. There was a lunge. There was a lunge. Yeah, okay. I think the lunge direction is working fine. We just need to increase the speed. I also need to get them to avoid each other. I could just get them colliding with each other. That might help a little bit. So they're not clipping into each other. Let's, yeah, I'm gonna do the collision first. I'll try the collision first before I try to get them avoiding each other. Is there detection based on physics? I don't know what you mean. Okay, so let's change this velocity to 10. Let's make it faster. And then I also need to have like a velocity in the y direction. Velocity dot y equals like, I don't know, just a little bit up. 4, maybe. I'll try that. And then I'm gonna have to add gravity as well. So in the physics processing, velocity dot y equals get gravity. Yeah, velocity plus equals get gravity times delta times 2. Copy. Boom. See if that lunge looks a little bit better. Just parent a collision capsule. I have collisions on the enemies. I just have them not colliding with each other. So if I enable that, that might help them just not clipping into each other. I assume. We'll try that first. Alright, do a lunge, man. Oof, what was that? Oh, I think I know what that was. Yeah, so I have a condition in here that if they're not on the ground... Where is it? Yeah. If not player in area or not is on floor, it goes back to out of combat. Do I need the not is on floor? I don't think I do. I'll just get rid of that. Let's see if that fixed it. Okay, that was kind of strange. I think the animation is just delayed. I think I need to delay the spring forward so it matches up with the animation. Yeah. The double jump? Are you talking about the dash ability? This? Are you talking about the player dash? Or are you talking about the, oh, that was a cool lunge right there. The animation just doesn't match up with the, Oh, I also need to, turn the enemy so it's facing its jump. Oh, the accidentally let him jump like that almost worked. Okay, so they need to face the direction they're moving, which can be fixed with a look at, right? The look at you suggested. Something like this, look vector equals global position plus vector 3 direction.x, 0 direction.z. If look vector not equal global position, look at look vector. Yeah, I'm just gonna copy this. Put it before the other code, but then the direction wouldn't work. We'll see how it looks after the spring forward. Yeah. Because I have this using the direction and the look. So I would have to do it... Oh wait, no, I could do it before the velocity. You're right, you're right. I'm dumb. I could do it before the velocity. Right there. So direction is calculated, look vector is calculated, looks at the look vector, and then it springs forward. Yeah, we want them to look. We want them to look and then spring forward, right? Alright, let's see if they're looking in the correct direction now. Oh, yep, look at that. So all of the lunges should be in the correct direction now, yep. Well, it was already in the correct direction, but now they're actually facing the direction they're moving. That bounce looked kind of funny. So I just need to tweak the timing of the animation. I need to tweak the velocity as well. And then the lunge is pretty good. And then I'm gonna add actual like damage and stuff. Yeah, the lunge is kind of scary. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. I forgot about this lock-on mechanic I put in. Honestly, I'm not sure I'm gonna keep this lock-on mechanic. I feel like I might just have some abilities where you fight them out of combat mode. You know? Because I already have this, like, breeze dodge. I might have just, like, a bunch of, like, kind of area of effect attacks, maybe? I don't know, what do you think? Should I keep the lock-on mechanic? Spent a lot of time on this lock-on mechanic. Were you there when I was working on this lock-on mechanic? I forget. I know somebody was there. I don't remember if it was you or not. Yeah, you helped me with this, right? We worked on the whole strafing thing. I made it where you can switch targets now, so when I press tab, it switches to whichever enemy is closest. But now that I have kind of new abilities, I'm not sure I'm going to keep the lock on. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. That's why I built Dottie. Yes, I need to remember that Dottie statue signifies the stress I went through trying to figure out the strafing direction. No, it wasn't the tree. It wasn't the tree. It was a different issue. It wasn't the tree. I think it was a really simple thing. I think it was something like I think I forgot to put like velocity.z and velocity.x or something like that. All right. Let's decrease the gravity. Because that they were like double jumping. Let's make this maybe 8. And then I also need to time the animation right. So I need to delay this a little bit. Let's go to the animation. Like the animation, when does it actually lunge? So it lunges at 0.5 seconds, like 0.4. So what I need to do is I need to delay the velocity jump 0.4 seconds. Right here, I have to I mean, this is really kind of messy. Just adding a timer in here. I might create like a function later and call it in the animation, but it's gonna have to be something like this, like get tree dot create timer 0.4 seconds dot timeout. We're going to await this timeout, and then we will do this, which also means I need to change this to 0. Actually, let's keep this at 1. Let's keep this at 1. Alright, let's see how the dodge or the lunge looks. Most likely, I'll have to tweak some more things. Hey, look at that. Hey, that looks pretty good. Not gonna lie. That looked really good. Just a little bit of tweaking. Yeah, look at that. Look at those. Look at those lunges. Okay, so I need to decrease this timer a little bit. We'll make it like 0.5. See how that looks? He was trying to fake you out. Yeah. Yeah, they quickly turn around and jump right at you. I might need to... Do you think I need to fix that so that they're constantly facing the player? Oh, okay. That was too short of a timer. Yeah, now it's too short of a timer. 0.8. This is so messy. Like, I need to... Like, these are magic numbers, you know? They're magic numbers. I need to create some variables, I feel like, for this. Not just have magic numbers in here. Or I need to create a node for, like, the lunging timer. Not have these magic numbers. Nah, you want them to scare? Yeah, I kind of like it how they just quickly just turn around and, hey, I'm coming at you. It's supposed to be kind of a spooky game. Yeah, you guys are reading for the boost. If you have quick reactions, you can avoid it. Oh my gosh, there's literally a 33% chance that they're gonna lunge, and it's still not happening. There we go. Hey, that was pretty good. Timed it right. Yeah, look at that. Now... You know what? Instead of a timer, we can await them landing on the ground. That would be better, right? Once they land on the ground, then the lunge state enters. Because I was thinking, what if they jump off like a height, you know? Like, what if you're down below and they lunge off a height? Then it would look weird. So I need the lunge state to end once they hit the ground. So is there like a signal for that? Like, is there a wait, hit the ground signal? I want a signal sent as soon as they hit the ground during the lunge state. Do you understand what I'm saying? Signal landed. So I could create a custom signal if is on floor, emit landed. But I only want that signal to be emitted when they're in the lunge state. Yeah. How could I do that? So in lunging state entered, we do all that. We spring forward. In physics process, could I be checking if is on floor? If is on floor, then we send event. Wait. Yeah, what if I just check is on floor in physics processing? If is on floor. Nope. If is on floor. State chart. Dot send event. Send event. Combat idle. And let's comment this out. Yeah. That should work. No? I don't even need a signal. And a timer. I don't need that timer anymore. And now this should work if they're jumping off a hill. We'll test it on a hill. Alrighty, have a nice trip. Well then, what's going on here? They're adding gravity the entire time. Oh, I know what the issue is. It's because I await 4.4 seconds before I actually have them jump off the ground. So it's automatically going back to combat idle. Because they're on the floor already. So I will need a timer. Or instead of a timer, I can just be like, await get tree, that create timer, timeout. I can have like a variable. I don't know, a variable called landed equals, or not landed, a variable called like, wait, not that. A variable called jumped, which will be a boolean. Jumped equals true. If is on floor and jumped. State chart.send event combat idle and jumped equals false. Jumped equals false. I don't like this, but I feel like it'll work. Var jumped, or let's call it lunged so we know it's more specific to this state. Var lunged, bool equals false. Lunged. Lunged. You can do, yes, you can do colon equals and it will assume the type. Yes, I know that, but it is actually, I believe it is a little bit slower to do that. Like if I tell the computer that this is a boolean, I think it processes that variable a little bit faster than if you do colon equals. Yeah. And lunged. Are you gonna stay on the ground this time, or are you gonna go floating up in the air? What? Alright, see you later. What? A lunged is false. Lunged is false. We await a 0.4 second timeout before we set lunge to true. If is on floor and lunged equals false. State chart descend event combat idle. So why did we still float up in the air? That's a head scratcher. Why did we float up in the air? Velocity plus gravity plus equals delta. But this was working before. This is working before I had this condition. The gravity is happening as soon as we enter the state. So, okay, yeah, so the gravity is happening as soon as I enter the state. So the state is being exited early somehow. Why is the state being exited early? Okay. What if we weight that? I think the velocity is just not... Oh, okay. So, I see what's happening. So I am gonna have to create another timer, because it goes through the velocities, and then the lunged equals true happens before the move and slide is called. This move and slide is called after lunged equals true. So I think if I just put, I guess, another timer in there, which I don't like to do. I don't like to create just random timers everywhere. Await get tree dot create timer 0.2 seconds dot timeout, and then lunged equals true. See if that works. Hello, Jeans the movie. They made me watch Twin Peaks. That's not a... Is that a movie? I thought that was just a place. Hey, look at that, Dottie. We did it. Yeah, look at that. Okay. I don't like how we did it, though. Can I make it cleaner? It's not even a movie? What is it, a show? Let's see how it works on a hill. Hey, look at that. Okay. Let's come up here. Let's see you jump off this hill, mate. Oh, it's a show? Who made you watch Twin Peaks? Who is making you watch stuff? Society. Society made you watch Twin Peaks. Why are you falling into the peer pressure of society? Alright, no, you guys need to lunge. Lunge at me off this hill. Come on. Alright. Let's... Oh, did you see that? That was a bug. Alrighty. You're just going for a little trip, aren't you? I think I need to add gravity to their running state. It is society, the universe, the government to absorb information. Society does not make you smoke mass quantities of marijuana. You guys can't blame all your problems on society. Bro, these enemies are something else, man. These enemies are like airbenders or something. Look at them go. They just don't know what gravity is. Cool. It's working almost. What is Twin Peaks? Is Twin Peaks about Twin Peaks? Like the restaurant? I'm naive. Alright, so the issue was I need to add gravity to... I guess I could add gravity to the entire combat state, right? There's always gravity, so let's add gravity to the entire in combat state. On combat state physics processing, velocity plus equals get gravity times delta and move and slide. That means I need to check all these to make sure gravity is not being added twice. So idle state, there's no gravity being added. Running attack, there is no gravity being added. Throwing, no gravity. Is there gravity being added in slow momentum? Nope. And then gravity is being added in lunging state, so let's get rid of that. Oh, and since I'm calling move and slide up here, technically I shouldn't call move and slide anywhere else. Right, because I'm calling move and slide in the parent in combat state. So yeah, but I'm also being called slow momentum, which is calling move and slide. Okay. Yeah, it's a built-in project setting, but I need to add gravity to the physics process whenever I want to use it. I want to be careful not to add gravity twice, or else it's gonna add gravity twice. I also only want to call move and slide once, not twice, or it's gonna add like double the velocity. So I need to pay attention to where I'm calling slow momentum. Okay, so I need to go back here. I need to actually not do this here. Let's get rid of that. Or you know what? I want to keep it. No, I'm not going to keep it. Okay, make up your mind. I'm going to just add it in combat idle. Yeah, in combat idle we need to have gravity. Boom. Velocity plus equals get gravity times delta. I think that was the issue with them floating up. I just need to add gravity in here. And then slow momentum is being called, which is a function which is calling move and slide. So that should work. Yeah, you can use get gravity, you can use move and slide in physics. I guess it doesn't have to be in physics process. It just has to be in like a character body 3D or a static body 3D or an area 3D. They all can call move and slide and get gravity, I believe. What? Where are you going? Now what's the issue? I thought we were past this, mate. I thought we were past this. It's not funny, Dottie. After a certain point, it's not even funny. It's just annoying. Where are you going, man? And now there's errors happening in the debugger. '88 errors. Okay, look at failed, and I think that's because I moved out of their range, maybe? I don't want to deal with that right now. We'll pretend that error didn't happen. What is up with the gravity? What? I removed the gravity from here. And combat state is not calling get gravity. So momentum is calling move and slide. On idle combat state is calling get gravity. And slow momentum. If take out the is on floor and just do lunged. If lunged equals false. Yeah, I could do that. But if I do that, if I take out the is on floor, then when they jump off the hill, it's gonna look weird. So no, we had it working. The if is on floor and lunge, we had that working. There was just a bug for like when they go back to idle state. We need to add the gravity. Stopped, start, await, timeout, state charge, sentiment, combat, idle. let's look at it. Let's look at it closely again. Yeah, so now it looks like the gravity is not even being added at all. Have them print. We might need to debug with print. What's weird though is we had it almost working. I don't know what happened now. I'm gonna go back to what we had. So if I get rid of this, because I added this to the idle state. What else did I add? I didn't do anything to move and slide or slow momentum. I didn't add anything running state. I didn't add anything to throwing state. So I think this is what we had, and it was working almost. What? Wait, what happened? What did I do? Did I... Because it was working. It's like it's not even... It's like gravity's not even being added anymore in that state. When they lunge. What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? I feel like I added something to an incorrect state somewhere. Lunging state, physics process. Oh, I did delete the gravity. I deleted the gravity here. When did I do that? That's what it is. Velocity plus equals get gravity. Somehow I deleted the gravity here. Well, that explains it, right? Yeah, so add the gravity back there, and then I also wanted to add gravity to the idle state, which is what the little issue was. So when they go back to idle state, and they're like reevaluating their next attack, right? This combat idle state is where they're reevaluating their next attack. They also need to have gravity. So I think I just made the mistake of deleting gravity accidentally. You can't delete gravity. Gravity's always there. Okay. I think the lunge needs to be a little bit springier, maybe? Let's keep testing a little bit. Make sure gravity is being added. Okay, stop throwing, please. That's pretty good. I think it definitely needs to be more springier though. And now if they jump off a hill, we should see similar results. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, look at that. So it works on a hill now as well. So the state doesn't end until they land. So that's what I wanted. Alright, let's increase the lunge speed a little bit. let's be professional and actually add a constant for this. Constant move speed, const lunge speed. Float equals 10. So direction.x times lunge speed. Lunge speed. And const lunge, I guess, up speed. Lunge up speed. Man, who was Jeans the movie just coming in saying that he watched Twin Peaks and then dipped? Lunge up speed. Alright, to make this even cleaner, I need to probably do something about these timers. But I'm almost there, almost there. So let's add a lunging timer. If I do if not is on floor, then we can set lunged to true. I feel like I don't need this timer. I feel like there's a way to do this without this timer. If not is on floor. I don't know. The timer might be the play, actually. Right. calculate that. Then we calculate direction, vector, then we do velocity. All right, let's create a timer. Add a timer. We'll call this lunging timer. Lunging timer. And this is a 0.4 seconds, right? No. I mean, I might just leave it how it is. I mean, if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? I might just make a note to maybe look at this later. Like make a note to come back to this lunging state and see if I can I don't know, do something about these timers. Cause it's just bad to have magic numbers and like timers here, especially like if people play the game on different FPS. Like the timer might not work if they're on a different FPS, you know? Is what I'm guessing. I'm not sure. Let's make the enemies collide with each other and see how that works. So, collision. They're in layer 3. I want them to collide with terrain and other enemies. Let's see if they collide with each other now. Yeah, I don't know how that would work either. I'm a little concerned about that, about using just like random, like I'm concerned about creating timers in the code if some people might be running the code slower than others, you know? Right, I want to see if the enemies are colliding. So let's gather a group of them. Follow me. Come on, guys, over here. Over here, everybody. Whee! Look at that lunge. Whee! Are they colliding with each other? Yeah, look at that, they're colliding with each other. So that is better than them clipping, honestly. And them like merging into each other. I can still walk through them, which I think I might keep. Hey, good stuff. Looks good. Good ability added. Good enemy ability at least. Looks good, looks good. I like it. Did something happen to my music? Oh no, it's still good. What? Oh, there's something with the music. I wonder what happened to the music. Alright, I'm gonna make a note to look at the lunging state again. Just to look at these timers. Alright, good stuff. I think that is it for tonight. We made good progress. Thank you for your help, Dottie. I don't know if you're still here, but thank you for your help. Yeah, man, have a good night. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun progressing this. Thank you, thank you. It's coming along. I hope to be done with it. Man, I guess I don't know. I shouldn't set a deadline, but I'm hoping to be able to be done with it like in a few months. It's not going to be that big of a game because it is my very first game. Right, it's the very first game, my very first game that I've taken seriously and actually wanted to complete and release. So hopefully I can get it out there in a few months. Have a good night.